let's talk about the beautiful thing called making business decisions. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. So, Trey Hendrickson is considered week to week with his injury. And you might say, wait, hasn't he been out the last couple of weeks? Like, how bad is this injury? He had a hip injury, then he had a pelvis injury. At one point, he had a back injury. Like, is he just, like, altogether falling apart? And the legal answer is yes. He is severely hurt. And he would love to play for the 4-8 Bengals. If he could come back, oh, he would within seconds. And it has nothing to do with the fact that he's on a contract year and has no immediate future with the Bengals. And he would want to obviously sign in the offseason with a team, get paid big money, and him being hurt in the offseason would jeopardize that whole situation. Nothing to do with that. He 100% would love to come back and play if he could. So, business decisions, as we were talking about. Yeah, so, hey, listen. Do I know if Trey Hendrickson is hurt or not? Like 100%? No. I'm going to assume he is hurt because obviously he is injured. But I can also assume somebody else is hurt, like Jermaine Burton. So Jermaine Burton is now considered week to week with his current injury. Cough, cough on that one. He's considered week to week with his current injury. There is right now, no pressure to rush him back from his current injury. And you might say, wait, has he even? No, he hasn't played. And last week, he got hurt on Wednesday's practice. But weirdly enough, on Monday's practice, he was a full participant in practice. Yet he tweeted out on Instagram that he was sitting in his house, chilling, relaxing. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't care. But it's going to be talked about because we're talking about the trade situation. So, yes, Jermaine Burton's also considered week to week. Shamar Stewart is also considered week to week. So, take that for what you want. But for the Trey Hendrickson situation, do I think he's actually injured? I hope he is actually injured. That's what I'll say. I don't think players fake injuries. But I think players do make business decisions, and they look at their future, and they look at how the season has gone. Currently, Trey is at a point now where it's week 13, right? And he has 4 sacks in 13 weeks. He has barely played this year. How he's looking at it like this is, am I going to put up enough stats that is going to make a team pay me more money? And the fact is, no. No team is going to pay him crazy more money by him playing these last 5-6 games. They're just not. Because he's not going to put up crazy enough stats for them to really look and be like, oh, wow, we got to give you another 10, 15 million. Trey Hendrickson right now is looking around 32, 33 million if he hits free agency. So there's no real reason for him to come back and put up any stats. If anything, it's probably better for him to sit out the whole year and then get paid, big money in the offseason. So, is that team first mentality? No. Would we love to have him back? Absolutely. But you do have to look at, again, these are all business decisions, and obviously, he is considered right now hurt with a pelvis back hip injury. Shamar Stewart, I'm not sure what the situation is there. Honestly. Again, we'll see with the whole Shamar Stewart situation. He's been hurt in and out all year. That situation is even more frustrating because he was our first round pick. But hey, hopefully we get an update sometime soon. Last update we got was he is considered week to week. It's frustrating, man. It really is. Right now we are in a really good spot to win out and be able to make the playoffs and win the division. And will Trey come back if we start winning more? And we potentially go to the playoffs. Will he come back if we go to the playoffs? I would think yes, but I can't say for sure. You know, there's not 100% he would. Because at the end of the day, again, if we are not his future plans, him coming back, I mean, I guess you could say, well, he just wants to do it for the Bengals. But clearly this offseason has shown one thing. There is a lot of bad blood between Trey and the front office. And I don't know how much he's really thinking like, oh, for the Bengals, and more or less thinking, you know what, I'm just going to do what's best for me here. So, I don't know. I don't even know if he would come back. In the situation with the playoffs is, it really is every single week is the biggest game. Because we have to win out, first off, which is difficult to do. But we also need the Ravens to lose like 2 games. And we need the, as you know, we need the Ravens to lose 1 game plus our game. And then we also need the Steelers to lose 2 games. So there's a lot of stipulations. And maybe he comes back for the playoffs, maybe not. I don't know. They're not putting him in IR, which would signify that they don't believe he'll be out for 4 more weeks, which is a good thing. I don't know. Again, like I said, that's how I'm going to put it is I don't know, because it seems like a situation where it's based on what Trey wants and how Trey is going to take the situation, not based on us, like, you know, as like other factors. So, again, I don't ever want to think of players like faking an injury, and I don't think he's faking it. Here's what I'll say. I don't think he's faking his injury. I think he is hurt. I think he is injured. What I think he's doing, and this is my personal opinion, I could be wrong, is I believe he might not be proactive to come back because of our situation. That's the business decision I'm talking about. Is he faking an injury? I don't think so. I think he is hurt. I think he is banged up. I think he is going through it. But sometimes players, they can prolong or make an injury more severe than it actually is because of certain situations, including business decisions. So that's kind of how I look at it. I don't think he's faking it, but I think there's a situation where Trey could come back, and I don't know if he will. And that's, again, like I said before, the business decision part of it. So I know I repeated myself a lot in this video, but I kind of want to get that across because I'm not trying to, you know, accuse Trey of faking an injury. I don't think he's faking an injury. I think he is hurt. Shamar Stewart, I think Shamar Stewart is hurt. Jermaine Burton, I think, is absolutely a load of crap. I don't think he's actually hurt. I think that whole situation is, again, constant lies and misconceptions from that whole situation with Jermaine Burton. I don't care about Jermaine Burton, but that situation, I just want to cut him and get him off this team so I don't even have to talk about him ever again. But sadly, I do, because for some reason, the Bengals keep trying to make this whole, oh no, he's actually hurt. Oh no, he actually blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, just get rid of him. Just get rid of him. I'm just tired of Jermaine Burton's situation. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one.